And then from there, what happened? So it's my graduation year. I'm getting ready to graduate. Actually, I can actually tell this story right here in like depth and stuff. Like, so I go. We're supposed to be going to Disneyland. I bought everybody tickets. Like my girlfriend at the time. She was a part of the dance team, so I bought the whole dance team tickets to go to Disneyland. You feel me? And we're supposed to be going to Disneyland, and I already spent all my money that I had. You know what I'm saying? Buying the damn tickets. So I'm like, I gotta have some money to go to Disneyland. You feel me? So I'm like, all right, cool. So we need to go. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna hit a lick. You feel me? So I go and I'm waiting for I go to businesses, and then from there. Used to, not now. I will go and I follow the businesses when they're going to go do their drops at the bank. So I caught one of the businesses getting ready to do their safe drop at the bank, and I ran up on them and I took the money and I, you know what I'm saying, held them up with gunpoint. But the cold thing was this, right? I wasn't stupid, so I was like, I didn't want nobody to get hurt because these are innocent people. Like they ain't had nothing to do with no gang life, none of that stuff. You feel me? It's just corporate stuff. None of this stuff. No. So I thought maybe if I did this, it'd be like good karma, or you know what I'm saying, I'm not doing nothing too bad. It's all bad regardless. So I hold the dude up with a toy gun. You feel me? And from there, yeah, right. So and then from there, he give me the money that was in the bag that he was supposed to be dropping. You know what I'm saying? And before I can even get away, I'm getting ready to walk away back to my car to go from the ATM drop when he was doing the drop. I see a squad car. Well, I know it's a squad car because the lights are off. And like I said, my dad's LAPD, so I kind of know some of the procedures of police officers and stuff like that. So I see a car, and when I see it, I'm looking, the lights is off and it's creeping up real slow. And something told me to look to my left. I look to my left and I see a squad car coming fast with no lights on. And then instantly when they notice I notice them, I turn my head and I start running, they turn the lights on. So I got cars coming from this way and that way. So it was actually crazy because when I got arrested, it was in Walnut. So it was like it used to be these banks called Washington Mutual. So it was happening at the Washington Mutual. I ran to the back of an alley where the Washington Mutual was, and I'm running. I'm trying to get on and get away from the police, but they're coming, you feel me? And then it's an alleyway that was in the back of like the storefront. And then from there, man, I seen squad cars and stuff coming, and I try to run up the path I try to run up a hill towards the residential area. And then from there, what happened was when I was about to hop the fence, there was a big ass dog. And I was like, oh. So I'm like, damn, it's either get bit by this big ass dog, which I don't know what type of dog it is. I just know that's all I heard, you feel me? So then instead I run back to the police, and I run back towards the police. They don't see me, so I run into a trash can and I jump into the dumpster. That was a wrap after that. So the police, they come up on the dumpster, bro, and he's like, we know you in here, come out. I'm like, I'm not coming out. So they open the thing, see me, he grabbed me out, big ass dude, big ass both police officers, pulled me out, throw me on the ground. You feel me? And the whole time when they put me on the ground, I'm like, my dad's a cop. No, I'm like, my dad's a cop. You feel me? So I'm thinking that's gonna give me some type of like favor. No, not at all. So I got, you know what I'm saying? So they handcuffed me and all that stuff, and that happened. I can tell you that exact day, bro. That was February 13th, 2006. Dang. February 13th, 2006, bro. February 13th. That was the day before Valentine's Day. So that happened to me. So that's when I got arrested for the first time ever in my life. And from there, I went to the county. And then in the county, so I went to the county. From there, I went to the substation, Walnut substation. And I was already 18. My birthday's in December. You feel me? So I was already 18. So then from there, they took me to the county. And well, actually, I'm gonna go back to the substation. So this is what happened to substation. One thing I've always known, cause I was taught street life. You feel me? You live in that street life no matter what. Cause I grew up in Compton. You feel me? Quality, like gangs and stuff like that and everything. So I kind of had knowledge on the streets though. So what happened was when I get there, the police are trying to figure out about 4 other robberies that happened just like this robbery. You feel me? But the thing is though, like I know about them. Like I did 3 of them, and the other one I didn't do. It was one of them. No, real talk. It was one that I didn't do. Oh God, it was one I didn't do. It was my homeboy at the time. It was his car. They got his license plate. They got everything on him. They wanted me to give him up and tell on him, and I'm like, I don't know who that was. So in the gist of everything, I ended up taking the beef for him. So that they stopped trying to find him, because they already knew his license plate, they knew where he lived and everything like that. They were just trying to get me to tell them who he was, like his name and stuff like that, and they wanted me to point him out. So I was like, it wasn't him. I told him that I had took that car from my homeboy who played on the basketball team in school, and I ended up taking the case for him. And I took the case for me and him, so I ended up having I signed the document. Basically, I told him myself so that he wouldn't get caught up and come to prison too, you feel me, or go to jail. But the police lied to me too though in there. They told me that I wasn't gonna go to prison. They said it was about sign, they was gonna help me And they said if I signed the paperwork saying that it was me, that they was gonna make sure that I only got like a year, and they was gonna give me probation and all other shit. But you know what I'm saying, like, just for anybody that don't know, if you out there doing any crimes or anything like that, like, I'm not condoning do crimes, but what I'm saying is if you are, like, bro, the best thing to do is keep your mouth closed, even if you do get caught red-handed, because the thing is, if they're asking questions, that means they don't know shit. So in saying that, it's like, I go ahead and I take the rap for him. No, that was the main reason I took the rap for him, and I did that so that he wouldn't get caught up. And my bad. Yeah, so I ended up taking the rap for him so he wouldn't get caught up, because I'm like, I got caught up. Ain't no reason for both of us to get down. And I go sent to the county.